Quit focusing on just plumping up your lips. We have got to think about the full picture. I'm Janelle, a cosmetic nurse practitioner since 2013. I went to Stanford, I went to Duke. I am here to help you out. So I know a lot of people just want to have full, plump, juicy lips, but you cannot do that if you have a short chin and saggy corners of the mouth. I mean, you can, but you'll probably not look great. So when we're doing lips, we have to consider the entire face, and you definitely want to consider the lower face, the surrounding areas, making sure you have the appropriate framing around the lips. You want to make sure that your lips are not jutting past your chin if your chin is really set back or recessed. We also want to make sure, again, you don't have downturned corners, these little shadows through there. We also want to make sure the lips just aren't dominating the face. It shouldn't be the first thing everybody sees. They should frame your face. They should be a part of the face and look nice, cohesive with the rest of your features, but it's not always just about lip filler. All right, if you have questions, let me know. Drop them in the chat. We will go through them. Hopefully some of my team can jump on today in between patients. I am starting patients here shortly, but let's go through anything you have on your mind and we'll go through it. Do you have cheek fillers? If so, how many mils? So I have done cheek filler in the past. I haven't done it in over 3 years because I've been pregnant and breastfeeding. Right now, I've been maintaining my filler results with the natural filler, PRF Easy Gel. So this is one made from your quick blood draw. It's your growth factors, your stem cells. What we do is we draw blood, spin it in the centrifuge, separate out the growth factor stem cells, take that part, heat it and cool it, and it makes a gel, and we can inject that into the face. So I have done it through here, my under eyes, my smile lines, corners here, my chin, and my temples. I naturally have pretty full cheeks, but yes, I have done filler in them. It's just been quite some time because of the baby and breastfeeding. And when I did it, I think last I did was maybe 1 syringe per side. So when we're doing cheek filler, we want to think about, did I inject the mid or lateral part of my cheek? I don't do too much here. I don't want a lot of my fullness here. I want it more lateral so the highlight looks up. But what a lot of people will notice on their face with facial aging is fat pads start to separate and they start to sink. So we start to get a line from our under eyes in through our cheek that kind of dips right there. The smile line looks deeper. The corner of the mouth looks deeper. This fat pad keeps coming down and makes a jowl. So what we're trying to do with filler is I definitely want to help soften that line, that little divot there that people will get where those fat pads separate. And then I like to go lateral to create this highlight so the cheek looks pulled back, looks lifted. I don't like to do a lot of filler right here in the mid face. Naturally, this is going to look heavier on people because everything starts to sink down. This is going to be the heavier part. So I like to have it more pulled back. Again, this is going to depend on each face that I inject. Everybody's facial anatomy is going to be a little different and everybody's preferences are going to be a little bit different. But going back here, it helps people feel like they have more of a snatched look. Other things when you're doing cheek filler, we're not just doing cheeks. We got to consider all the surrounding areas. So you don't want to build the cheeks up too much that you create like a hollowness underneath the eye. So we have to be careful there. Sometimes we will do filler underneath the eye if they're the right candidate for it. And also to extend that highlight back, we want to do some into the temples. You don't want really full cheeks, sunken under eyes, and sunken temples. If you do that, it's not going to look good. It's going to look like you got cheek filler. It's going to look skeletal. So you want to be very mindful when you're doing there. Okay, let me see. I want to slim my face. I have full cheeks, chin filler help, but I need more for a less roundy face. So when we're thinking about a full face and how we can create an appearance of a slimmer face, what we're trying to do is maybe do a little lateral cheek. I don't know without seeing you. Maybe a little lateral highlight, small amounts, not adding to the fullness here, small amounts there. And then again, trying to bring some highlight to the lower face into the chin. Another consideration is doing Botox into the masseters. This is the masseter muscle right here. This is a jaw muscle. If we clench, grind our teeth, have jaw pain, headaches, this muscle will usually start to look a little bit more bulky, more wide. So putting Botox here can help slim the lower face. If you're a candidate for that, that is a consideration to help make the face look a little slimmer in the lower. And yes, with the chin, it just depends, like how much you do really depends on the position of your chin. People that have a chin that is more set back will use more to try to create that highlight. You know, a lot of people sometimes they have a fullness just in their mid face. The chin is really set back. It just takes more to bring this forward and try to balance those features. Okay, for marionette lines, what do you recommend? So marionette lines are these little lines at the corners of the mouth right here. A lot of people will notice these as little shadows, late 20s into the early 30s.